All right, let's get into look number one with this palette, the Paulina by Blush Tribe palette. I'm thinking I'm gonna start with an all green eye. So this shade Humble, Friends, Sig, maybe Solely. I was thinking about doing the matte look, we'll see. So I'm just gonna shut up and start doing this look. First going in here, Humble, no. I'm gonna go in first with Sig. That is this shade right here. Next I'm going into Friends to, excuse my cat Alice. He made an appearance in one of my last videos. I'm going into the shade Friends to blend out the top edge. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Humble just to give a little bit of pop between those two transition shades. Just a little bit. I really like the color too. Just be careful because it's really pigmented. It can get away from you like it just did with me. Okay, so this looks the way I want it to. So the next color I'm going into is Solely on the lid, this brush, and I'm going to wet the shadow once it's on the brush, because there's like some glitter in it and it has a little bit of fallout. It's mostly glitter fallout, but I don't want that on my face. Ordinarily I would just use a glitter glue, but I'm gonna be filming several looks, so not really practical for me to do that. I might try it with water on one eye and then just do glitter glue on the left eye. That's what I'll do. What I'm gonna do is make like a faux cut crease just with this wet shadow. And I'm gonna dip my brush back into the color. And it seems to, just wetting the brush seems to be working really well to keep that glitter fallout off of my face. You know what? I actually don't think it requires the use of a glitter glue. Just wetting it seems to have fixed that fallout problem, but you know, as insurance, you could still use a glitter glue and not have to worry about it at all. So I'm gonna do the other eye and do the inner corner like I've done on this eye, and I'll be right back. This is what it looks like so far. I've been having technical difficulties with my batteries because I don't have a foresight to actually charge batteries after I film for like hours on end. Here's what the look looks like right now. And what I'm just gonna do is, like I said, just go into these outer corners of my upper lid and drop some contrast in. I'm gonna take this like fluffy, kind of dense brush into the color Sig just to like finesse that edge where the glitter meets the outer edge. I swear it's easier for me to show you than tell you. I have no capacity in such things. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I have everything done the way I want it, and I actually really like the way this look came out. Okay, so I'm going to put on black liner, mascara, and come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, mascara and eyeliner are on. Yes, I fucked up my wing. They're sisters, not twins. On my lips, I have this NYX Liquid Suede I know I said I hate it, but actually Soft Spoken, which is what this color is the only color out of their lineup of these liquid lippies that I actually like. So here is the final look. I'm not putting on falsies today because I think this is actually bright enough. So here's what it looks like. Okay, so we are back for look number 2. I believe that I am going to go in with the pinks and the purples in this palette. So what I think I'm going to do is go in mostly with this color Angel into the crease, and maybe deepen a little bit with Paulina and Aubergine. And then I'll probably do Selma on the outer corner and Thingling on the inner corner. So let's get into it. This is going to be a partial cut crease. That's why it's look number 2. It's kind of like a moderate difficulty level. So let's get into it. And if you can't do a cut crease or a partial cut crease, maybe follow along and see if you can make it work for you. Okay, let's get into it. All right, now that the base is down, I'm going to go in with Angel because I've been experimenting with this palette, and Paulina is a deep pink and it really got away from me quickly. I don't want that to happen today, so I'm just gonna go in with this lighter pink first. And this is a densely packed, like more flat blending brush, which I like to use to punch in colors in the crease. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with the blending that I have going on. So I am going to go into Paulina's namesake color here and start lightly just placing that in the crease. And of course I took way too much. Oh God, pray for me. And when I know I've taken too much pigment on my brush, I just tap it on and then go to the other eye as well to try to evenly distribute it. I'm going to clean my brush off and blend those two out so I get a really nice seamless blend, or try it. These shadows blend really nicely, which is what I like. So, all right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go into the outer corner with Aubergine, and that's going to be on the outer V. Yeah, so we're going to go in with the outer V. If we have to, we'll just slowly build up colors. I can't remember how pigmented this purple is, so I'm trying to be cautious because on my skin tone at least, this pink and purple combination can get bruisey, and I'm trying to avoid that. All right, my camera stopped recording, I don't know when. But I'm going to drop just the faintest amount of the aubergine color. I'm not going back into it. I'm just using what was already on my brush just to give that extra pop of contrast from when I go through with the cut crease. Now I'm going to go back through with the color Angel, since I lost some of that pink, the light pink nuance that I really do want. And I lost that when I was blending some of that purple in. So we're just gonna go through with a little bit. So I'm looking at it now. I'm actually pretty happy. I'm going to refine some of the blending on the edges a little bit, and then we're going to go in to our crease, our cut crease with the concealer. Alright, so to do the cut crease, I'm using Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define Concealer, and I wear 10.5. I could probably do a 10 or a 9.5. And anyway, this is called the Classic Shader in this brush set. It is like this rounded tip brush. It's the same brush I always use for the cut crease, and I take the concealer on the tip of the brush mostly and distribute it, because I'm mostly going to be punching in with the tip of the brush. Oh, alright, I fudged this. I am going to come back, do this eye, and try to finesse this one and fix the shape. Alright, so we'll be back with the other eye complete. Okay, so now that my crease is defined reasonably well, I am going to go in first with Fingering on, I don't know if you can see this, okay. Fingering on the inner, like the inner half of my upper eyelid. And I'm going to be spraying my brush, so I'm going to pick up the pigment and then spray my brush. Whew. I love this palette, but like Fingering, first of all, it's purple. Purple is my favorite color ever. But you put sparkles and glitter in it, oh god, it steals my heart. I love this color. And I have to say, like with these shimmers, when you spray them, I feel like they just turn into butter. They're so soft and they just flow so well. They're gorgeous. I have never had anything like this, so I'm really happy with the shimmers in this palette and just the ease of application. And I am going to put this color Fingering in my inner corner because I love an absurdly bright inner corner. I have huge eyes, and I feel like it emphasizes the size of my eyes, so I just always do it. Like it almost looks like it has a blue or pink ship. I don't know if that's because my lights are like reflecting more bluish light, but Jesus, it's just so pretty. Oh. Okay, this is what we have so far. Gonna clean this brush off and go in with the same brush. This time we are taking Selma, this deep purple, on the last part of the cut crease. And then we'll marry the two with aubergine. But for now, we're gonna take Selma, same procedure, wetting the brush. All right, this camera is testing me today. Look, I got this eye done the way I want it. So I'm gonna do this eye now, and I still need to do some finessing with aubergine. Okay, after some technical difficulties with this camera, my battery died when I was finishing up this corner. Anyway, that one is done except for aubergine. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this look. I also wanted to know, I did get fallout with Selma. That was even after I sprayed the pigment down while it was on my brush. And it's kind of crumbly in the pan. So instead of spraying it once like I did last time, I'm gonna spray it twice and hope that I don't get any fallout. Okay, so this is much better. It's almost too much fixing spray, but I'd rather have too much than not enough and have to clean up that fallout. And we're just gonna, like, with that super watery or super wet brush, just kind of marry these two colors, Fingerling and Selma. You get like a nice soft blend or gradient. Try, I mean, no expert. Take this brush again, flat, like dense blending brush, and pick up aubergine on that and put it at the corner where Selma, the color Selma is at, just so that they blend into the edge well. I'm also going to take Selma, the color Selma, under this lash line. I started doing it and I'm kind of okay with it, the way it looks now. Ooh. I almost wish I went on the lower lash line with Angel, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So I really like that color, and I want it to be clear that this is like a pink and purple look. So I'm going to go through with the Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil, the same one I used for the first look, and just go under the lower lash line, and I guess the middle of the eye, and put in Angel. This is the brush I'll be using. Very thin brush, rounded tip. It's gonna allow you to do some really fine detail work. And so this is the middle part of the eye that I was talking about, and I want most of that to be this bright pink. When I use this brush, what I do is I load up just the one side of the brush because I'm just going to be pressing it in. I'm not really wiping. I'll show you. You see? Just tapping it on it. Okay guys, so just to complete my pink purple look, I have this cute little pink flower that I got from the beauty supply for like $2, and I really like the look. Please excuse me if I have any lipstick on my teeth. Okay, we're okay. But yeah, I love this look. Pink and purple, one of my favorite eyeshadow combos. So yeah, let's get into number 3, look number 3, finally. See you soon. Alright, we're going in with look number 3. After much deliberation, I have decided I'm going to do a full cut crease with, I think, Angel and Paulina on the top, and then these shimmers on my actual lid. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're just gonna get in there. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna start with Angel throughout the crease, and Paulina for like the contrast. I find that it's easier to start with this lighter pink instead of starting with the darker pink and having to, you know, subtract color. Like I said, this Paulina color kind of gets away from me just because it's so pigmented. So yeah, we're just gonna start. Once again, I'm going through with this same like dense, flat shading brush. Okay, now that we're done with Angel and I like the blending that's going on, I'm going in with the same brush into Paulina's namesake color. I'm just gonna lightly tap in because, like I said, I don't want this color to get away from me. I want to maintain this soft pink that I have going on. Okay, so this is what we have now. So I am going to cut this crease. And I'm going to show you how to do one and then just go off camera for the other one. And I'm going to use the same brush that I used in the last tutorial and using the same foundation that I used in the last one. Success! Ah! It shouldn't be that serious, but it really is. Okay, so we have lids successfully cut. I used a crap ton of concealer to do this, so we're gonna hurry up and go into these shades in order to kind of set this concealer. So first I am going into Solely. Am I? Yeah, I am.